I think anytime you get another opportunity to represent this university and play for Coach Ferentz and Coach Barnett, two guys that I have a lot of respect for. I'm not going to pass that up. So to be able to come back and talking to Coach Ferentz, he's an O-line guy. Coach Barnett, they've done a great job with developing O-linemen, and I think that's what I need is one more year, so that I can play a lot longer in the NFL. So I think that's going to help me out a lot.
Was you ever thinking you weren't coming back?
Going into the season, I was treating it as it was my last season, and I think that bye week, Coach Barnett kind of brought it up to me and things like that, and I talked to Coach Ferentz. They mentioned it to me, and I started thinking about it, talked to my family a little bit about it.
So was there any part of it that was kind of a maybe like responsibility or something, just with you filling in as captain for some of those later games, kind of thing like, boy, I need to be here to help that next generation next year, help lead these guys again?
No, I mean, we have a lot of guys on this team that do a great job leading. Addison Estringa, some guys on the defense, like Jade Montgomery. We have a lot of young guys like that are going to do a great job. I didn't feel any responsibility to do that because I know we're going to leave the program in good hands. But it was more so just Herget's my roommate too, so it's kind of funny. We kind of talked about it. Just like I said earlier, anytime you get a chance to come back and play here, you're not going to pass that up because it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Was there a singular moment where you knew?
I think so. We had exit meetings, and I talked to Coach Barnett for about an hour and a half or so. We're just going through the whole offensive line and what we think next year's going to look like and things like that. And it just got me super excited. I get to play with these guys one more time, and I think right then is when I kind of knew.
But Kirk mentioned your name with Linderbaum. What does that mean to you when he kind of throws your name in with Lindy?
Yeah, I think when you have Lindy, that caliber of player, right? He's such a good player, and he really did leave his jersey in a better place, and he represented this university well. And anytime you can get your name mentioned with his, it means a lot. And, I got to talk to him about when I was transitioning from defense to offense, right? And he really did help me out quite a bit, and it really does mean a lot. And I'm hoping, if everything goes well, I can play at that caliber someday.
What's the future of the O-line next year?
Yeah, it's going to be a lot different. I mean, losing Mason, Nick, Chap, Els, like all these senior guys, Connor. It's going to be a lot different, but, I'm excited because we got some guys that can play football, and I'm really pumped for it. It's going to look pretty good, I believe.
Who are some of those young guys?
With one more year?
Yeah, I think there's a lot, not just as an individual, but as an offensive line. I think we left a lot out there in some games, and, we kind of want to get that back and get some wins back. It was a lot of fun playing with these guys, and, Coach Lesser's offense is a lot of fun to play for, too. I think we're really excited for it, and these guys to get a chance to go out there and play and show what they can do.
Who are some of those younger guys that might step into that void that's going to be left with some of those guys moving on?
Yeah, it's I bet they're a little nervous, but also excited. We got guys like Trevor Lout, Cade Pieper, Leighton Jones. All these guys have a great opportunity this spring to get better, and because they have a chance to play on Saturdays next fall. They're going to compete for those spots. So I'm really excited for them. They're going to do a great job, and come Saturdays in the fall, they'll be ready.